Today in the hot seat, we have a very local, fresh talent, and his name is Prev Reddy. Most of you would know him as AKA Auntie Shamila.
Where were you?
How? Toilet, man. I told you I just went to the toilet.
Oh, very, very funny. Very funny. No, because I don't remember putting my dishcloths for the toilet. So why you talking about it?
But you saw the condition it's in. It's better off staying in your toilet.
What you said?
You heard what I said?
What you said?
You heard what I said. I just said what I said. You heard what I
did you
said.
say? I want to know what you said.
Now, finished. Here we go. Here we go so early in the morning. Oh, God.
Why don't you tell everybody how you buy a one-ply toilet roll and put in the two-ply package and bluff everybody? Why don't you tell them that? Huh?
Aaron. So that's how I got that bruise the one time I used her toilet. You know, I was wondering when Baby Soft started making sandpaper.
And Prev, tell me a little bit more about yourself.
You know, it's so funny when like now my introduction is Prev, aka Auntie Shamila. The fact that now it's being separated into two people is like, I didn't spend my whole life trying to become me. But that's exactly it. I've spent my whole life in the entertainment industry. I didn't come from a family of entertainers or entertainment or creatives. It was very new to me. But it was something that I always wanted to do from a very, there's baby photos of me holding remotes, performing, and for the longest time. So, I've always wanted to do this, and I've just always, growing up, this is all I know. It sounds sad now that I talk about it, but I mean, the entertainment industry is all I know, yeah.
You were telling me that, drama has been something you were involved in from your school days, and I've seen your social media. I've been following you. I'm a huge fan myself.
Thank you.
And when was the moment you realized, you know what, this is something that I am passionate about?
I think if I had to, specify an area of my life where I felt like, there's no other way. I was 14, turning 15, and I did a production of Hairspray at Elizabeth Snedden. So, I mean, if anyone knows Hairspray, it's about segregation, but it's about white and black people. So I was the only Indian boy in that cast. So being in that cast for me, first, just getting in the show, I was like, okay, this is cool. Maybe I can do this. And then after we did the first show and we took that first curtain call, that first bow, and that just the feedback, I was just, okay, this is it. This is what I want to do. Because that show ran for about a month and we had sold out performances every night.
You've made excellent use of social media. That's like one of your biggest tools in getting yourself out there. How did you turn your passion, which is for entertainment, into your career?
In the entertainment industry, you can never be one thing. Do not shoot yourself in the foot by just being a performer. Don't just be an actor. You should study everything, dance, singing, this, and study producing. And so that sort of note stuck with me. We don't need someone to tell us yes anymore. We have the internet. So, and that's exactly what I did. I'm like, cool, I'm not gonna audition for someone who try and prove that I'm funny or and I just put it on the internet, and then I worked from there, yeah.
And then it just snowballed.
Yeah, now I have a great team that I work with. I have a great agent and a great publicist and a great team.
With youth watching you, and not just youth, but the whole world watching you, what advice would you give to a young person that is now 15 years old and looking at their whole future before them? What advice would you give them in helping them develop their career?
My advice would be to the parents, and I say this to parents that I meet at the shows all the time, is that support your kids in whatever they believe in and they want to do. Obviously, if your daughter wants to be a singer and she can't hold a note, break it down easily. But if they show some sort of skill in it, nurture it. It doesn't have to be their career, but if they're showing interest in it, just be supportive, because I say this every time. If I didn't have the support from my parents, I would have never been here. And then go and study those skills, because I promise you, I learn every day.
Up and coming, you're new at this, you're posting your first video. You're obviously gonna get people that have their own opinions, and sometimes they're not always positive. How would you deal with negative feedback?
The first time you read it, cry. Allow yourself to cry and say, it's fine, I'm gonna do something else. because if you don't get that out your system, it's going to like impact you a lot. Look, it's something that I'm still learning to understand, is that you can't please everyone, not just in your, in your work life, in your personal life, but just take it as criticism, because again, in an industry this industry, you rely on people's opinions. That's just the fact of the matter. So it's not about shutting off what they say or think because like I'm funny, I'm whatever. It's about adapting. So when you do evolve, you now have a broader knowledge of an audience experience. Let it impact you in a way that can make you evolve and change.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
taking the time
Of
to
course,
share
that's
with
so
us.
cool.
I think your storyline of how you've taken your passion and turned it into your career is definitely going to encourage more youth
I hope
to
so.
dig deeper and look at what am I good at and how can I build my future around this.